Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, otherwise known as a Fifi La Pew Pew, but mostly known as a leFhy or a leaf blower to most people who don't play Arty. This one's located on the southwest horn of Arctic region under the command of graldebarantauro. 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a Char B1, and there we see the Katyusha rockets firing. I wish we had those in the game. It would just be so much fun watching the enemy tanks scatter in all directions when the shells start landing. Well, taking a rather unusual position, graldebarantauro's gone over to, well, normally a TD position over here, but anyway, it's a reduced numbers game. I suppose you spotted that straight away at the start of the game. Only 10 players either team, and there are bots in the game as well. Okay, first target's an M4A1 spotted way down in the south, but he moves before we can get an accurate shot. 3 enemy tanks have made their way over to the north route. In fact, it looks like there's actually 4 over here. Fires around at the chaffee, just misses. There's a leopard somewhere up high. I don't think he can see us, but we might get a chance to see him, because remember the view range of this Arty is 390 meters. I'm not sure if we're within 390, but I think it's close. Okay, up on top of the hill. Is there anybody up there? Not so sure. I think there is a leopard up there, but we can't see him at the moment, so he must be outside our view range. It's a tier 5 game. This is a tier 5 Arty. As far as we know, all tier 5 tanks in the game. You can see which ones are the bots, because they're the ones with the semicolon. Or is it a colon actually? It's not a semicolon. In front of and behind their name. In fact, there's only a small number of players either side. Rounds out on the T50. Direct hit at 179. Now I suspect that this replay might actually be taking part on the NA server, because some of the names are made up, but other names have got a kind of Spanish tilt to them. Direct hit on the Matilda Black Prince. It looks like on the enemy team, their 3 tanks, their 3 live tanks, happen to be the KV-1s, which we're just seeing right now, and the enemy Fifi. So we're just trying to work out where to put the shell. We've got just 1 KV-1 on our team holding up the enemy one, and our one's a live player as well. So there he is. So he's facing 2 KV-1s as far as we can see, but of course he's got the help of an Arty backing him up. Remember, this is a very accurate Arty if you let it dial in on the target. Those enemy that are trying to come around the northern route have kind of been stopped in their tracks. We've got 1 T67 waiting near the cap area. Oh, there's the KV-1. Direct hit on that one, 55 hit points. Remember, these shells will do 410 alpha if they hit the target. And they've got a very fast reload as well. That one lands to one side. Oh, he's on fire. The other KV-1 set him alight, and he's got the 85mm gun. Rounds out. Narrowly misses him. So we've lost our KV-1, but we've still got a T67 who's holding the line. Now he might be able to get some shots on the enemy, but unfortunately it is a bot. One of our other T67s is coming back. Now that one hit the rock face. So the answer is at the moment that the only live player on this team is the Fifi, the 105 leFH. That's going to hit the rock face. Close, almost went past. He's so far north, it's very difficult to get an accurate shot. You notice how on his ammo count, he's actually got 5 heat rounds and 10 armor piercing rounds, but relatively few HE for this normal mix. You get 50 rounds on the Fifi. They changed the number after they made various changes to the shells, and so you get more rounds to play with, but it looks like graldebarantauro, if I've pronounced his name correctly, has opted to have more direct hit shells that he needs to get direct hits, because you won't get any damage on the enemy unless you get a direct hit. Oh, now that one definitely hit that leopard. He definitely hit him square on there. Unfortunately for us, it was an HE round that hit him, which means obviously that he didn't do as much damage as he would have liked. Because if he fired the heat round or the armor piercing, then he would have got a lot more damage. Now these guys are bots, so it would be a good idea for him to actually wait until they're stationary. Oh, that one hit! He got another hit. And now we've got the Matilda Black Prince. Now that tank will not do well against the armor piercing. In fact, that's what he's firing now. He's firing armor piercing at the Matilda. Oh, he thought he was going to go further forward, but he's stopped now. Oh, and he's decided to change direction and aim towards the KV-1s who are coming towards him. I suppose that is the right choice under the circumstances. He misses the KV-1. The other KV-1's been taken out by the T67 now. Can he get a direct hit? Rounds out. Yes, he did! But it didn't pen. Now, get another one in there as quickly as you can. Work out where he's going. Rounds out. Direct hit. 154 hit points. The T67's waiting to ambush him, and he's killed. He's killed by the T67, the other T67, and he's now been spotted by the Matilda. Now remember, the enemy team have got their own Fifi. And he hits a direct hit into the Matilda Black Prince. Now the enemy Arty is probably going to fire in this direction very shortly. He needs to get into cover. Matilda, he's been spotted again. And another direct hit for 184 this time. He needs to get one more into him because he's now starting to take damage. And he gets a kill shot, the next one. I think he needs to change positions. He needs to get away from this spot as quickly as he can, because that T67 could be dangerous to him. I'd load a HE round now, because that T67 is very vulnerable to HE. They're outnumbered by the enemy. It was 3 against 6, now it's 3 against 5. He can see the T67, the other one's chasing him round. Oh, lovely hit! 188. 20% of the enemy hit pool now, so he's got a potential high caliber. The T67 is turning his gun towards us, and he gets a direct kill shot. But the enemy did see where he was. We're now tracking a Chappie. And that's another direct hit. Excellent play. Okay, T50 off in the distance. He's fired at this one before, but he didn't get good results the last time. Now he's trying to see where he needs to aim in order to get a shot. Fires in that corner. Doesn't work. It was too much of a snapshot. Now he's backing up against the wall. He's got the rocks behind him there, so that wasn't helping, but his position seems to work quite well for him at the moment. I must admit, I wouldn't be hiding over here if the enemy was this close. In fact, actually, we just lost RT67 going for the leopard. Fortunately missed. He's been spotted again. I keep worrying that the enemy is going to fire in this direction. It's 2 versus 3 now, and yes, the enemy Arty is starting to pay attention, but we're going for the T50. Oh yes! Another kill! He's got 4 kills now, and the enemy Arty is starting to pay attention, so he needs to move out of here. Our T67 teammates just got wiped out by the leopard, and the enemy Arty is now focusing in this direction. You can hear the roar of the Arty as it fires. Narrowly misses him again. He has to get out of here. Yep, the enemy Arty can't see him at the moment. That's why he's aiming in the wrong direction. And we can hear another roar. And yep, he's searching. Yeah, you need to get back to the cap area. That's it. Keep your eye open what's going on behind. Yeah, the enemy Arty's missing him because he can't see him at the moment. Remember, the only other enemy tank is that leopard, and he's a one-shot. And yep, the other Arty just keeps firing in that general area in the hope that somebody's there. Yes, he's guessing now. He's absolutely guessing. Now, whilst you're behind that rock over there, you're actually safe because the enemy can't get shots on you. So if he actually gets into a position so he can look towards the north, then he might be able to get a shot on the enemy. I'm not so sure this is a good idea, but he's now gone to counter battery in the hope that he can spot where the enemy shells are coming from. I think they're coming from near the cap area. I just saw Tracer coming from out of this area. Yep, you can see him. He's in the cap. He's actually in the cap's zone at this moment. No, you're aiming too far past it. He's just underneath you. Yep, you're aiming too far at the back. Okay, he's decided to pull back. Now that leopard is more than likely going to try and come into the our cap area. I wonder if he's going to go hunting the enemy leopard or enemy Arty first. He's already got 4 kills. If he can get the last 2, he gets the top gun. I think he's a bit concerned about that leopard. He didn't lose much in the way of hit points when he was hit by the Matilda Black Prince. It was only 73 shells as I can see here. 73 hit points rather, not 73 shells. What am I saying? And we've had the 2-minute warning. Now it'll probably take too long for the enemy Arty to drive all the way over here. Unless of course he did leave the cap zone shortly after he made those last few shots. I suspect the leopard will still be in this general area, and he may spot him as soon as he gets up high enough. Oh, there's the enemy Arty. He knows where he is now. Okay, there he's going to be firing in this direction, but we've got clear shots on him now. Oh, fantastic shot! First shot kill. A one-shot kill. And now it's just the leopard, and we've had the 60-second warning, the last minute. So if he can kill the enemy leopard, it's a win. Come on, he's around here somewhere. He's loaded the AP. He's actually clicked on to take up HE for his next shell. The leopard's seen him and is firing at him. And he's getting hits. Okay, but now he's got the rock in between him and the target. So he's going for the kill shot. Get this on target. Yes, he hits him. But it doesn't kill him. Come on, fire one more in. Rounds out. Kill shot. He wins the game. And he wins the game with basically 1 second left on the clock. And he got a Naden smell as well. Here's the end of battle results for graldebarantauro in the 105 leFH18B2. He got an ace tanker in a tier 5 game. Can you believe that? Amazing. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 17. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him in the game. He got a Naden's medal for taking out all the enemy light tanks during that game. And there was a fair number of them as well. There's the Chaffee, the Leopard and the T50, so he got 3 of them actually. He also got a Stark's medal because he took at least 2 enemy shots from the enemy. In fact, he took 3 because he took 2 shots from the Leopard until he put that rock between him and the Leopard couldn't shoot at him from that point on. And so yes, he took 2 shots, lost potentially 2/3 of his hit points in the process, and managed to kill at least 2 enemy tanks. Yep, he got that with 6. He got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he got a top gun as well for getting at least 6 kills. Well, that was a brilliant battle. In fact, actually, it took place just yesterday as well. Yeah, I put this one up straight away because it was such a good battle to get so many good results off so few tanks. Yeah, let's have a look at the team score and see where he is. Well, we can see that he did get the highest damage in the game with 2,350 hit points. The next high scorer being the KV1 on the enemy team with 2,039, and the third highest was the KV1 on his own team with 1,247. When it came to kills, he had the highest number of those with 6. 2 kills went to the T67 on our team and also to the Fifi on the enemy team, their Matilda Black Prince and their KV1. And when it came to base XP, he easily got that. In fact, he was the only one over 1,000 with 1,222 base experience points. The next high scorer being the KV1 with 642, and the third one being the enemy KV1 with 494. When it came to detail, 34 shots fired, 20 direct hits on the enemy, 3 penetrations. Yes, and he did use some of the armor piercing rounds, although I suspect he'd probably want to load a few less of the armor piercing, a bit more of the HE in future, because the HE, at least with a near miss, you get some damage on the enemy. Plus, on the thin-skinned vehicles with the HE, you are likely to get a penetration, and if you do get a pen on those ones, you're probably going to wipe them out with 1 round. 18 splash on the enemy as well, 2,350 hit points of damage, of which 1,526 were at more than 300 meters, so there was some close range shooting in that game. 4 hits received from the enemy, 3 of those were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and 1 hit by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty. Yep, he actually managed to get 3 shots that penetrated him, 1 from the Black Prince, 2 from the Leopard, which actually did pen. They were armor piercing rounds, and he got 1 non-pen shot as well, plus the splash hit from the Arty that was fired at him. Yeah, not bad actually. 70 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, 102 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 36,744 credits from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away a profit of 49,465 credits. 1,222 XP times 5 for the first victory this weekend, 3,666 for personal missions payout, and 733 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 13,564 credits altogether. That's a good score on a weekend. So a fantastic game day by graldebarantauro. I think that's a Basque. Is that Basque? Or it's something of that nature, I think that's name. But it's definitely Spanish or Latin what name, I think that one. But very well done indeed, because it's very difficult to play that game when you know that you've got 3 enemy players who are actually quite good, Their Arty wasn't bad actually. He was getting shots on the right area, even if he just got one shot on target. But it was those KV1s that were more difficult really, because they did overcome our only human player, well not our only human player, but one of our human players, the KV1, and they were coming towards the cap, but luckily our bots were able to take him out, or take them out in time. So very nice score and very well played, graldebarantauro. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And please do let other people know that our channel exists and that we've got a second channel called The General, where you can watch great replays without any commentary whatsoever. Thanks for watching.